How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all good. My name is No Fate and welcome to today's video. Today we seem to have somewhat of a surprise update from the guys over at Infinity Ward in the form of patch 1.08. Now it's quite a small patch, there's not a great deal going on in there, but anyway, let's jump into it and we'll go through all the patch notes. And as always, I'll leave a link down to the patch notes in the description below. So first up on the list is general fixes. Now this is your kind of standard in every patch. General fixes like little bugs. So what it actually says is more back-end fixes to prevent crashes, which is cool, and improve stability across all modes and all platforms. I mean, that's just pretty sporadic. There's not really any specific details in that. But my point is, and we kind of touch on this a little bit later in this video on one of the other patch notes, but I don't understand how they can launch a game this broken. I don't remember, and you guys can probably correct me, but I don't remember another Call of Duty that launches with this many bugs. I don't think it honestly should be allowed because this game is technically broken. There's a lot of things that I want to do. It's mainly challenge based, but I can't do it because the game's broke. So yeah, I mean, put your feelings down in the comments, guys, about this because it is quite infuriating. And yeah, I'm glad that they're doing these like very, very common and these patch notes come out every couple of days or whatever, but it's annoying, man. Like, you just launch a game with all these little bugs fixed. Anyway, moving on to the next point. And the next point is riot shields. So they've got two fixes here. So number one is fix for a bug where a player using the riot shield would not take explosive damage during certain situations. That's in air quotes, by the way, certain situations. I've just done that myself. So, the riot shield is pretty OP anyway. Well, not OP, but I mean, it's a freaking shield that you wear in front of your face and stops like all damage coming towards it. So yeah, I've not run into this, but yeah, the riot shield dudes should be taking explosive damage like every other human in the game. So that's cool. Second is fixed an issue where the riot shield would stow on the player's back when using stim. I mean, that's not good, is it? When you've got a riot shield, you don't want it on your back. Well, in certain situations you do, but mainly you want it in front of your face, protecting all of your organic beauty. So yeah, I mean, that's a great fix. Next on the list is footstep audio. Yes, love a bit of a footstep audio fix. So another two topics or two fixes or patches here. So one is adjusted to always play walk footstep sounds when in ADS and crouch independent of speed. What? That doesn't even read right. Adjusted to always play walk footstep sounds when in ADS and crouch independent of speed. Okay. What I think that means is that when you're in ADS and you improve your ADS movement speed, it will, if you improve it enough, it will actually stop playing ADS level sounds of footsteps. It will start playing your actual like walking sound of footsteps. Your ADS walking footsteps should always be quieter. And in my previous video that I will link, I go into detail about how important ADS and ADS walking is. The last point under footstep audio is increase the speed in which you can remain using the walk footstep sounds by slightly pressing on the movement stick. These aren't worded like the best, which is pretty much a summary of like the game. I've actually spotted typos in like the news bulletin things that we get on Modern Warfare and grammatical errors. So it's like someone can surely word these a lot better. But anyway, that's what I'm here to do. Translate for you guys. So increase the speed in which you can remain using the walk footstep sounds by slightly pressing on the movement stick. So what this basically means is that if you press slightly on the movement stick, then you will just have an increased speed and keep the quieter walking sounds, if that makes sense. Next, we'll move on to challenges. Yes, finally. Well, not finally, because this happens in... I'm being quite cynical in this video, but it is getting an annoying amount of fixes that we're getting for stuff that doesn't actually get fixed. So this is for challenges. And yes, this is, as I said in the beginning, this is my like major beef. I'm trying to do so many challenges and they're just either not tracking, they keep deselecting, and this apparently was supposed to be fixed in 1.07 and it still hasn't. So I'm not holding my breath as to if these are going to be fixed now. But anyway, here's the fixes. So one is general fix for the UI and challenge state getting out of sync. We'll continue to monitor and make additional fixes as needed in future updates. Just fix them. They're broke. Just fix them so they work, so they track. I mean, we've never had this problem in any other Call of Duty ever. It's simple back-end stuff. I'm not a developer, but like, it's just like numbers. It's just numbers behind the scenes, right? Get 20 kills with a pistol. Like, if someone gets a kill with a pistol, it tracks. It can't be that difficult, surely. Anyway, it really annoys me, this stuff, because it seems so simple, but they're just like, they put it out broke. Next on the list is fix for a challenge related error that could occur. Dev error 5476. Okay, don't care about that. Next one is fix for mission challenge description. Get kills with a burst weapon. Being too vague. Yeah, that is quite vague. Some of them are decent, like the descriptions. As I said before, it's like, even these patch note descriptions aren't very well worded. You get grammatical errors and spelling mistakes in, like the news items that I said. And that is going out to like millions of people. Surely you could have someone who just checks this stuff. Read it twice, man. Like, when you type it, read it again. Does it spell? Can you spell right? So some of these mission challenge descriptions are a bit vague, but yeah, I mean, it's good that they're looking into it and tackling it, I suppose. Next, we move on to some map-based changes, and lo and behold, Piccadilly is on the list, which is really, really cool, because yeah, that map, the spawn's really bad, and the first note is spawn tuning while playing TDM and Domination, which is cool because, yeah, this is really bad on Domination. I mean, from C side is basically the most OP side, because you can easily get spawn trapped at A, and it's very difficult to get out. Also, you have the like snipers building that everyone knows and loves, because there's only one way into it at the moment, I think. So it's very easy to get into that building from the C side, and you can cover B and A from that point. Bonus clip.
UAV ready for deployment.
Are you seriously just sitting there like that?
Yeah, I am fucking sitting like a little bitch.
Are you seriously just going to sit there the whole match and pre-aim that door?
Look, I'm playing the game, alright? Tactical.
No, you're not. You're just sitting in the back of a shop just pre-aiming the door.
No, I'm waiting patiently.
You can wait patiently all you want. I mean, the chances of one dude coming around here, look.
Look, don't steal my kills, I'll be fucking sitting here. Look, I've been waiting ages for him.
End of a bonus clip. Now, next for Piccadilly is B flag is now near the buses instead of the centre of the fountain. Oh, that's cool. So that makes it more central. There's not a lot of cover, but there wasn't really a lot of cover behind the fountain, to be honest. So yeah, that could be cool. I mean, I'm going to try it out today. And yeah, if you guys try it out, and let me know what you think down in the comments. Now let's move on to some weapon changes. So ARs, so all of the assault rifles in general, minor hip spread adjustment. Again, it doesn't say whether that's for better or for worse. It just says minor hip spread adjustment. The 725, the legendary 725 has reduced range again. Okay, cool. So after the 1.07 patch, they've nerfed it again. Down, well, they just reduced the range down, so let's see how that plays now, because it was still pretty much exactly the same. I couldn't tell any difference. I hardly ever used it just because I'm the kind of guy that I know you probably should use these guns because, that's what gets you the kills in the game. I just can't bet. I can't be one of those guys, I love these things on Reddit where it's like, if your stats for the 725 look like this, then you need to take a good hard look at yourself. I'm kind of like, yeah, in that bracket. I don't want to use it if it's too OP. I'd rather try and use something else. Anyway, moving on. So M4 has increased hip spread and decreased damage to the head. Okay, I've been using it recently and it hasn't been as laser beamy as it has been in the past, but this could actually make it probably one of the worst, because I think you really did need the headshot damage to like pull off the kills, and headshot damage is so crucial in this game that yeah, that could make a big difference. Next is the FAL, which is something that I've been wanting to use, but I just didn't feel it has a place in this game with the time to kill. I mean, just, MP5 can just obliterate you by the time you can, pop. It's generally 3 bullets with the FAL that I found, and you're dead well before you can get the 3rd bullet out. So They have reduced the recoil and increased the ADS speed regardless of what attachments you have on it. So that's good because it was super kicky, as I say, and the ADS speed will try and help with you getting more bullets downrange quicker. Next on this is the EB14 has increased ADS speed, which is nice. Last on the weapons list is miscellaneous ammo reserve adjustments upon spawning to be in line with other weapons of their class. So I think there's a bit of a variety of ammo counts that you get with certain guns, especially in the same class. So this fix is just looking to kind of balance that and align all of the ammo counts a lot better. The last and final patch note in this patch update is for Spec Ops. So fix for a bug where a player using the overkill perk with an SMG as their secondary would sometimes spawn without a primary weapon when joining a match in progress. Now I have to be quite honest with Spec Ops. I played it once with a few buddies of mine and just didn't care. It's just too hard. All the super, just wave upon wave upon wave of stuff. The actual missions weren't that interesting. I just lost interest after playing it once. So I hope they do more to fix it. I haven't even really been keeping in check with the Spec Ops stuff. I'm just purely concentrating on multiplayer. And yeah, I hope it draws my attention back because I loved doing Spec Ops on Modern Warfare 2. And Modern Warfare 2 was like, I spent days 3-starring all of those. So I hope they kind of take it back to something close to that. I'm not just being nostalgic, it's just actually making a good Spec Ops, and that was a good Spec Ops. So that's all the patch note information for you guys here today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please leave your comments and your thoughts and feelings down in the comment section below, and I will try to get back to as many as possible. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and definitely subscribe to the channel. I've got so much cool Modern Warfare content coming, so stay tuned for that. I have been No Fate. See you in the next one. Adios.